When we begin to understand the value of a righteous woman in the eyes of Allah, we must first correct a deeply rooted misunderstanding shaped by the world around us. Society has trained us subtly and sometimes aggressively to measure worth through appearance, social status, or material success. A woman is often judged by how she looks, how she dresses, how many people admire her, or how perfectly she fits into ever-changing standards. But Islam dismantles this entire framework and replaces it with something far more profound, far more stable, and far more just. Allah does not look at the outward form the way people do. Human beings are limited. We see what is visible and make conclusions based on that. But Allah, in His infinite knowledge, looks directly into the Arabic, Alif Arabic, Lam Arabic, Alf Arabic, Lam Arabic, Ba, the heart. He sees intentions before actions, sincerity before performance, and humility before recognition. This is where the true value of a righteous woman is established, in her taqwa, her awareness of Allah in every moment, whether she is seen or unseen. Think about the psychological weight of this shift. When a woman understands that her worth is not tied to the approval of people, she is liberated from a constant state of comparison. She no longer needs to compete for attention or validation. The anxiety that comes from trying to meet unrealistic standards begins to fade because her Arabic, Mim Arabic, Tain Arabic, Yet Arabic, Lif Arabic, Rot, her standard has changed. It is no longer Arabic, Lif Arabic, Lam Arabic, Noon Arabic, Alif Arabic, Sin, it is Allah, and when Allah becomes the Arabic, Mim Arabic, Tain Arabic, Yet Arabic, Alif Arabic, Rot, everything else falls into its proper place. A righteous woman may not always be noticed by the world. She may not be the loudest in the room, nor the most followed, nor the most praised. But in the Arabic, Sin Arabic, Jim Arabic, Lam Arabic, Alif Arabic, Ta of Allah, she is Arabic, Tain Arabic, Dot Arabic, Yet Arabic, Mim Arabic, Tetma Butul. Every act of sincerity, every moment she lowers her gaze, every time she chooses modesty over attention, every time she remembers Allah in silence, these are not small things. They are Arabic, Tain Arabic, Dot Arabic, Farsi Arabic, Mim in the sight of the one who matters most. There is also a philosophical depth to this concept that reshapes identity itself. If worth is based on something external, then it is unstable. It can be lost, taken away, or diminished over time. Beauty fades, status changes, trends evolve. But if worth is rooted in taqwa, then it is something deeply internal and constantly within reach. It grows with effort, strengthens with Arabic, Alif Arabic, Farsi Arabic, Mim Arabic, Alif Arabic, Noon, and remains with a person even in their weakest moments. This gives a woman a sense of control and purpose that no external validation can ever provide, and let us be honest, this does not mean the struggle disappears. A woman still lives in a world that constantly sends her conflicting messages. She is told to seek attention, yet judged for receiving it. She is told to express herself freely, yet criticized for how she does so. In the middle of this noise, choosing taqwa is not easy. It requires conscious effort, self-discipline, and a deep connection with Allah. But that is exactly why it is so valuable. Arabic, Lam Arabic, Hamza Tot Alif Arabic, Noon Arabic, Alif Arabic, Lam Arabic, Hamza Tot Alif Arabic, Shim Arabic, Ot Arabic, Tain Arabic, Lam Arabic, Alif Maksura Arabic, Alf Arabic, Dal Arabic, Rot Arabic, Alif Arabic, Lam Arabic, Mim Arabic, Sheen Arabic, Alf Arabic, Tet Marbut. The reward is according to the struggle. When a woman chooses Allah over Arabic, Alif Arabic, Lam Arabic, Noon Arabic, Alif Arabic, Sin, when she prioritizes her akhara over fleeting Arabic, Alif Arabic, Lam Arabic, Dal Arabic, Noon Arabic, Yet Arabic, Alif, She is making a statement of identity that is both powerful and transformative. She is saying, I know who I am because I know who my Lord is. And that clarity reflects in her character, her decisions, and her entire way of life. So as we move forward, let us internalize this truth. The value of a righteous woman is not something the world can define or take away. It is something Allah has already honored through Taqwa. And when a woman anchors her identity in that, she does not just find peace, she finds purpose. Because in the end, the one who is seen by Allah is never truly unseen. When we move from understanding her internal worth to observing her impact on the world around her, we begin to see another dimension of the righteous woman. She is a source of peace. Not a superficial calm, not the kind that exists only when everything is going well, but a deep, stabilizing tranquility that influences hearts, relationships, and entire environments. This is what the Quran refers to as sakun, a peace that settles, that grounds, that anchors. A righteous woman carries this sakun within her because her connection with Allah is not occasional, it is consistent. And when the heart is connected to the one who is as Salam, the source of peace, it begins to reflect that quality. Psychologically, this is profound. A person who derives their emotional stability from an unchanging source is far less reactive to the fluctuations of life. Situations may change, people may disappoint, circumstances may tighten, but her core remains composed. This does not mean she does not feel pain, frustration, or exhaustion. She does, but there is a difference between feeling an emotion and being controlled by it. A righteous woman feels deeply, yet she responds wisely. She pauses where others react. She reflects where others lash out. And in doing so, she becomes a Arabic, Noon Arabic, Alf Arabic, Hot Arabic Tet, Mabut, Arabic Ha Arabic, Wow Arabic, Elif Arabic Sain, Arabic Noon. A point of balance for those around her. Within a family, this role becomes even more evident. The home is not just a physical space, it is an emotional ecosystem. Every word, every tone, every reaction contributes to the overall atmosphere. A righteous woman understands this, even if she cannot always articulate it. She knows that her patience in moments of tension can prevent escalation. Her kindness in moments of coldness can soften hearts. Her ability to forgive can heal wounds that might otherwise deepen over time. Philosophically, what she offers is stability in a world defined by instability. People today are overwhelmed not always because of major crises, but because of constant low-level stress, unresolved emotions, and fractured relationships. In such an environment, the presence of someone who embodies sakun is not just comforting, it is transformative. It allows others to lower their guard, to breathe, to think clearly again. And yet, this quality is often underestimated. The world celebrates loud achievements, visible success, and external influence. But the quiet Arabic, Af Arabic, Wow Arabic Tet Mabut, and the quiet strength of maintaining peace in a tense moment, of choosing understanding over ego, of responding with wisdom instead of impulse, this is rarely recognized. Still, in the sight of Allah, it carries immense weight, because it requires something far deeper than talent or opportunity. It requires character. It is also important to understand that being a source of peace does not mean tolerating Arabic, dot Arabic, lam Arabic, meme, or suppressing one's voice. A righteous woman is not passive, she is principled. Her calmness is not weakness, it is control. She knows when to speak, how to speak, and why she speaks. Her goal is not to win arguments, but to preserve what is right and just. This balance between gentleness and strength is what makes her presence so powerful. And over time, this sakun becomes contagious. Children raised in such an environment learn emotional regulation not through lectures, but through observation. A spouse begins to mirror that calmness. Even extended relationships are influenced by it. What started as an internal state becomes an external legacy. So when we speak about the value of a righteous woman, we are not speaking about something abstract. We are speaking about a living, breathing source of stability in a world that desperately needs it. Her presence is a reminder that peace is not found in controlling everything around us, but in anchoring ourselves to Allah within us. And perhaps this is the reflection we should leave with. If peace is what every heart is searching for, then the one who brings it closer to others is carrying a value that cannot be measured by this world. As we continue to reflect on the value of a righteous woman, we begin to notice that her strength is not always loud and her sacrifices are not always visible. In fact, some of the most defining aspects of her character exist in moments that no one else sees. This is where Sabr, patience, becomes central, not as a passive state of Arabic, ta Arabic, het Arabic, mim Arabic, lam, but as an active, conscious decision to remain firm, composed, and faithful even when circumstances are difficult. Patience, in its truest sense, is not simply about waiting. It is about how you wait. It is about maintaining dignity when tested, holding on to Arabic, Alif Arabic, Farsi ye Arabic, Mim Arabic, Alif Arabic, Noon when answers are delayed, and choosing restraint when emotions are overwhelming. A righteous woman practices this kind of sabr in ways that are often underestimated. She carries emotional burdens, navigates complex relationships, and faces personal struggles, all while trying to uphold her responsibilities with sincerity. From a psychological perspective, this level of patience requires immense inner discipline. Human beings are naturally inclined toward immediate relief. We want problems solved quickly, pain removed instantly, and clarity without delay. But Arabic, Alif Arabic, Lam Arabic, Het Arabic, Yet Arabic, Alif Arabic, Tet, Marbut, does not operate on that timeline. There are seasons of confusion, moments of Arabic, Dot Arabic, Lam Arabic, Meme, and periods where effort seems unrecognized. In these spaces, Sabr becomes the bridge between hardship and growth. A righteous woman understands, even if only at a deep intuitive level, that not every struggle is meant to be eliminated. Some are meant to elevate. Every time she chooses patience over reaction, she is strengthening her inner self. She is Arabic, Ta Arabic, Dal Arabic, Rot Arabic, Yet Arabic, by herself to respond with awareness rather than impulse. And over time, this builds a resilience that cannot be easily shaken. It is also important to recognize the emotional complexity of this patience. It is not always calm on the inside. There may be frustration, sadness, even moments of doubt. But what distinguishes her is not the absence of these feelings. It is her ability to process them without allowing them to dictate her actions. She turns to Allah in those moments. She finds refuge in dua, in silence, in reflection. And even when her voice is not heard by people, it is always heard by the one who matters most. Philosophically, Sabr shifts the entire perception of hardship. Instead of viewing difficulty as a sign of Arabic, Noon Arabic, Alf Arabic, Saida Arabic, Alif Arabic, Noon, or failure, it becomes a means of purification and Arabic, Alf Arabic, Rot Arabic, bad closeness to Allah. This transforms the way a woman sees her own journey. Her struggles are no longer random or meaningless. They are purposeful, measured, and deeply personal. Each test carries within it an opportunity not just to endure, but to rise. And let us not overlook the reality that many of these acts of patience go unnoticed. The world does not applaud silent endurance. It does not celebrate the moments when someone holds back anger, forgives quietly, or continues to give despite feeling empty. But Allah sees, and in the divine scale of justice, nothing is lost. Not a tear, not a sigh, Not even a fleeting moment of restraint escapes his knowledge. This awareness changes everything, because when a woman knows that her sabr is seen, valued, and rewarded by Allah, she no longer depends on recognition from people. Her motivation becomes deeper, more stable, and more sincere. She is no longer performing patience, she is living it. And over time, this patience leaves its Arabic hams, et al-talif Arabic, that Arabic, wrought not just on her own soul, but on those around her. It teaches others that strength is not always in reacting, but in holding firm. It shows that dignity can be preserved even in difficulty. It becomes a quiet form of leadership, guiding others without words. So when we speak about the value of a righteous woman, we must understand that much of it lies in these unseen moments of sabr. Moments where she chooses Allah over ego, growth over ease, and faith over frustration. Because in the end, patience is not just about surviving the test. It is about who you become because of it. As we continue to build this understanding, we arrive at a quality that is often misunderstood, sometimes reduced to outward appearance, but in reality runs far deeper. Haya, modesty. When we speak about a righteous woman guarding her modesty and dignity, we are not speaking about a limitation placed upon her. We are speaking about her Arabic, Alf Arabic, Waw Arabic, Tet, Mabut, Arabic, Dal Arabic, Lif Arabic, It Arabic, Lam Arabic, Yet Arabic, Tet Mabut. An inner strength that governs how she sees herself, how she carries herself, and how she interacts with the world. Modesty in Islam is not just about clothing, it is about consciousness. It is a state of awareness that shapes behavior, speech, and even thought. A righteous woman understands that her value is not something to be displayed for validation, but something to be protected with intention. This understanding transforms the way she navigates a world that constantly encourages exposure, attention, and external approval. Psychologically, this is a powerful act of self-definition. In a society that often pressures individuals, especially women, to present themselves in ways that attract attention, choosing modesty is an act of Arabic, Lif Arabic, Sin Arabic, Ta Arabic, Alf Arabic, Lam Arabic, Lif Arabic, Lam Arabic, Yet Arabic, Tet Marbut. It is a decision to say, I will define my worth on my terms, guided by my relationship with Allah, not by the expectations of Arabic, Lif Arabic, Lam Arabic, Noon Arabic, Lif Arabic, Sin. This creates a sense of control and stability that is rare in environments driven by comparison and competition. A righteous woman does not see modesty as deprivation, she sees it as protection, not protection in a fearful sense, but in a purposeful one. Just as valuable Arabic Halif Arabic, Lam Arabic, Hams, Etol Tilif Arabic, Sheen Arabic, Yet Arabic, Elif Arabic, Hams, are preserved and not casually exposed, she recognizes the honor in safeguarding her identity. Her dignity is not negotiable, and she does not compromise it for fleeting approval. This perspective allows her to move through life with a quiet confidence, one that does not need to announce itself, yet is deeply felt by those around her. It is also important to understand that Haya extends beyond the external. It is reflected in how she speaks, choosing words that uplift rather than harm. It is reflected in how she interacts, maintaining boundaries that preserve respect. It is even reflected in how she thinks, cultivating a mindset that aligns with purity and sincerity. In this sense, modesty becomes a holistic quality, shaping every aspect of her character. From a philosophical standpoint, Haya challenges one of the core assumptions of modern culture, that visibility equals value. We are constantly told that to matter, one must be seen, heard, and noticed, but a righteous woman understands that true value does not increase with exposure, nor does it decrease with privacy. In fact, there is a unique elevation in being known by Allah, even if one is unknown to the world. This does not mean she isolates herself or withdraws from society. On the contrary, she engages, contributes, and participates, but she does so with principles. She knows her boundaries and she honors them. She does not allow trends to dictate her identity, nor does she allow pressure to redefine her standards. This consistency gives her a sense of integrity that is both rare and admirable. And yes, maintaining this level of modesty is not without its challenges. There will be moments of doubt, instances of pressure, and situations where standing firm feels uncomfortable. But this is where her earlier qualities Taqwa and Sabr come into play. They reinforce her choices, reminding her that what she preserves for the sake of Allah is never lost. It is elevated. Over time, this commitment to Hayya shapes not only how she is perceived, but how she perceives herself. She begins to see her dignity not as something fragile, but as something strong and enduring, and that self-perception influences every decision she makes. So when we speak about the value of a righteous woman, we must recognize that her modesty is not a surface-level trait. It is a reflection of her inner clarity, her spiritual awareness, and her unwavering sense of self. Because in a world that constantly asks her to reveal more, the one who chooses to preserve her dignity is making a statement that is both rare and powerful. That honor is not found in being seen by everyone, but in being valued by Allah. As we continue to reflect on the value of a righteous woman, we begin to see that her influence does not end with her own character. It extends into the lives she shapes, the hearts she nurtures, and the generations she helps build. One of the most profound roles she carries is that of Arabic, Meme Arabic, Rot Arabic, Ba Arabic, Shad Arabic, Farsi Ye Arabic letter 6, C1, a nurturer, a teacher, not necessarily through formal instruction, but through presence, consistency, and example. A righteous woman understands that tarbiyah, true upbringing, is not limited to telling others what is right. It is about showing them what it looks like in real life. Children, in particular, are not just listeners, they are observers. They absorb tone, attitude, reactions, and priorities long before they fully understand words. And so, the environment a woman creates becomes a living classroom, one where values are not taught as theories, but experienced as realities. Psychologically, this is where her earlier qualities Taqwa, Sakun, Sabr, and Hayya begin to multiply in impact. Her God consciousness teaches sincerity, her calmness teaches emotional regulation, her patience teaches resilience. Her modesty teaches self-respect. Without delivering a single lecture, she is shaping minds, forming identities, and influencing how the next generation will understand themselves and their relationship with Allah. And this influence is not always immediate. One of the challenges of nurturing is that results are often delayed. A child may not appreciate the values being instilled in them at the moment. There may be resistance, misunderstanding, even distance. But a righteous woman operates with a long-term vision. She is not only concerned with who her children are today, but who they will become tomorrow. This requires a level of foresight, discipline, and trust in Allah that is deeply profound. From a philosophical perspective, this role places her at the Arabic, Alf Arabic, Lam Arabic, Ba of societal transformation. Societies do not change overnight, nor do they change solely through policies or systems. They change through people, and people are shaped in their earliest environments. When a righteous woman invests in the moral and spiritual development of those under her care, she is contributing to something far greater than her immediate surroundings. She is influencing the future. It is also important to expand this understanding beyond biological motherhood. Not every woman will be a mother in the traditional sense, but every righteous woman has the capacity to nurture. It may be through younger siblings, students, community members, or even through the example she sets in her daily interactions. Influence is not limited by titles. It is defined by impact, and a woman grounded in righteousness carries that impact wherever she goes. At the same time, we must acknowledge that this role is not easy. It requires consistency in moments of exhaustion, wisdom in moments of confusion, and patience in moments of frustration. There will be times when she questions whether her efforts are making a difference. There will be moments when the results seem invisible. But this is where her connection with Allah sustains her. She understands that guidance ultimately comes from Him, and her role is to strive with sincerity, leaving the outcome in His hands. And in that sincerity lies immense reward. Every value she instills, every Arabic, alif Arabic, get Arabic, lam Arabic, alif Arabic, af she models, every moment she chooses to guide rather than ignore, it all carries weight. Even if the world does not recognize it, even if the results are not immediately visible, nothing is lost with Allah. Over time, the seeds she plants begin to grow. A kind word she repeated becomes a habit in someone else. A value she emphasized becomes a principle another person lives by. Her influence continues even in her absence. This is how legacy is built, not through grand gestures, but through consistent, intentional nurturing. So when we speak about the value of a righteous woman, we are not only speaking about who she is, we are speaking about who she helps others become. Her role is not confined to the present, it echoes into the future. Because in the end, the one who raises hearts upon faith is not just living a life of value, she is leaving behind a legacy that continues to benefit her long after she is gone. As we bring these reflections together, we arrive at a reality that gives meaning to everything we have discussed: the ultimate destination, the final Arabic, Meme Arabic, Alf Arabic, Alif Arabic, Meme, the Arabic, Wa Arabic, Tain Arabic, Dal Arabic, letter 6C, one of Allah for those who remain. Sincere when we speak about the value of a righteous woman, we are not only speaking about her role in this world, her character, or her influence. We are speaking about where all of this leads, and that is Jannah. A righteous woman lives her life with an awareness that this Arabic, Dal Arabic, Noon Arabic, Fasiye Arabic Alif is temporary. Every choice she makes, every struggle she endures, every moment she restrains herself for the sake of Allah, it is all part of a larger journey. And that journey does not end here. This perspective alone changes how she experiences life. Difficulties are no longer seen as dead ends, they are seen as pathways. Sacrifices are no longer losses, they are investments. Psychologically, this creates a level of resilience that is difficult to shake. When a person believes that their efforts are tied to an eternal outcome, their motivation becomes deeper than immediate results. A righteous woman may go unrecognized, unappreciated, even misunderstood in this world, but her Arabic, Qaf Arabic, Lam Arabic, Ba is anchored in something far greater. She knows that Allah is Al-Adl, the most just, and that nothing, absolutely nothing, escapes His Arabic, Het Arabic, Sin Arabic, Ilif Arabic, Ba. This awareness allows her to move through life with a quiet confidence. She is not dependent on validation, because her ultimate recognition is not from people, it is from Allah. And when that becomes clear, many of the pressures of this world begin to lose their intensity. The need to prove, to compete, to constantly seek approval, it fades. In its place comes a sense of purpose, a clarity that guides her decisions even when the path is difficult. From a philosophical standpoint, the concept of Jannah reframes the entire human experience. It tells us that this life, with all its imperfections, is not meant to fulfill every desire or resolve every injustice. There will be moments where fairness is not visible, where effort does not seem to match reward, where pain feels unanswered. But Jannah is the ultimate resolution. It is where balance is restored, where justice is complete, and where every sincere effort is honored in ways beyond human imagination. For a righteous woman, this promise is deeply personal. Every act of taqwa that was unseen, every moment of sukoon she created in chaos, every instance of sabr in hardship, every choice of haya over attention, every effort in nurturing others, none of it is small. Each of these becomes part of a record that leads her closer to a place of eternal peace. And what is remarkable is that the rewards of Jannah are not just physical comforts, but emotional and spiritual fulfillment. It is a place where the Arabic, Lam Arabic, finds complete rest, where there is no fear, no sadness, no exhaustion. The struggles that once weighed heavily are replaced with a sense of ease that is everlasting. And perhaps most importantly, it is a place where a person is honored by Allah in a way that no worldly recognition could ever match. But this is not meant to be a distant dream, it is meant to be a motivating reality. The knowledge of Jannah is not there to make a person detach from life, but to engage with it more meaningfully. A righteous woman continues to strive to give, to grow, but she does so with the understanding that her ultimate success is not measured here. And this brings us to a powerful realization. Everything we have discussed, her taqwa, her peace, her patience, her modesty, her nurturing, these are not isolated qualities. They are steps on a path that leads to a destination promised by the one who never breaks his word. So as we reflect on the value of a righteous woman, let us not limit our understanding to what we can see in this world. Her true worth is far greater than that. It is written in a scale that does not diminish, recorded by a Lord who does not forget, and rewarded in a place that never ends. Because in the end, the woman who lives for Allah in a temporary world will be given an eternal life that reflects the depth of her sincerity.